Hello friends, this is Durga from ITversity. I hope you guys can hear me. Pramod and Nitish, whoever is on WebEx, please confirm. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so this is another session of Big Data workshop for active college-going students. Already we have conducted several of these sessions earlier, and if you want to get the previous sessions, you can go to the playlist. And these are the workshops which are conducted so far. And the audience, some of them are joining through the WebEx invitation, and some of them are joining through um, you, YouTube Live or Hangout. Okay, and just let me open the session on the Hangout. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the live session also. Sorry. So some of you guys are joining through. Pramod, can you hear me? I think okay. I think Nitish have to dial in. Pramod, did you say something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I think it is problem with means Nitish might not have clicked on this audio thing. He might not have dialed in. So whoever is on Hangout, if you guys want to join the live session, WebEx session, and if you want to ask any questions directly, you can do so. I'm copying the URL now into the chat. So you can use this URL and you can join the WebEx invitation, and we can have a live interaction also. So the primary agenda of this workshop is whoever is following my content on my website or my channel, and especially if they are active students and if they have any challenges while learning, I want to clarify those. I want to help them resolving those issues or challenges and accelerate the learning process. So if you guys are aware, I run a YouTube channel called ITversity in or ITversity, where there are 11,000 subscribers and there are almost 950 videos. And the videos are in the form of playlists. You can go to the playlist details, and you can explore whatever you want. On top of that, once you go to my channel homepage, there are some sections also. For example, if you just want to know how to get started in big data, there are few playlists here. If you want to prepare for the certification, there are few playlists as part of the big data certification section. And if you are a system admin, or if you are more passionate about Linux and operations aspect of it, then you can go to the Hadoop administration. And if you want to explore more about application development, these are the playlists. So you can watch the content and you can learn. On top of big data, we want to get into other emerging technologies also, and we want to pool hundreds of MS going students and make them prepared by the time when they come out of college for the skills that are required as per the trends at that time. So we are anticipating that big data and cloud are the major areas where people will be placed in 2018. Hence, we are primarily focusing in those areas. So that's the main agenda behind conducting these workshops. And recently, we have launched a website called bigdatalabs.com. Okay. And bigdatalabs.com is primarily to provide a low-cost lab for people to explore. I will explain the reasons behind it, especially for the student community. It is very, very important. So if you have to learn big data, there are multiple ways to learn. One is to set up a quick start VM or Hortonworks sandbox. Quick start VM is provided by a company called Cloudera, and sandbox is provided by a company called Hortonworks. And Cloudera and Hortonworks are the major vendors in big data area. Okay, let me. Okay, I'm sorry, I am not sharing my screen. Let me share my screen, and also let me mute everyone here. Okay, and now I'm sharing my screen. Hey Nitish, I think you can hear me now. I muted you. If you are speaking, you cannot. I will not be able to listen. You can unmute and you can speak if you want. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, recently we have launched. So I was talking about the YouTube channel. So this is the YouTube channel where you can go to the sections and you can navigate. You can navigate the content on the channel for development, administration, etc. And also we'll be creating content for cloud and DevOps also very soon. Okay, but for now we will limit our discussion with big data. So the bigdatalabs.com is the new product that is launched by ITversity, and the main rationale behind launching this website is, for example, if you are a student and if you want to learn big data, at the least you need to have a 16 GB laptop, and then you have to set up Cloudera Quickstart VM or Hortonworks Sandbox. Cloudera and Hortonworks are the major big data vendors, and then you can start learning. So 16 GB laptop is quite expensive. Means if you just land in US and if you don't have laptop, if you have to invest in a good 16 GB laptop with i7 quad core, it will at least cost $1,500 to $1,800. It's the minimum configuration you need to, or minimum amount of money which you need to invest. And even after investing so much, you will not get complete flexibility to learn. You will be limited. Means you can have one quick start VM or sandbox and then practice, but at the same time you will not get the real world simulated experience. And also it will be a little bit slower. Even if it is i7 quad core, and even if you are able to set up the lab on your laptop, it will be a little bit slower. First thing, it is expensive, and second thing, it is little bit slower. If you have 16 GB laptop, even though it is slower, I will highly recommend you to use the quick start VM from Cloudera or Sandbox. But if you don't have those things, a lot of guys want to explore the big data, but when they hear about these expensive laptops, they step back a little bit. And it's not only the issue with big data. If you want to learn cloud and DevOps also, there also you need to have multiple virtual machines simultaneously running. And if you have to practice for those things, it will be a little bit tough. From that perspective, we want to provide a low-cost lab for now for big data development, and eventually for big data administration and a few other areas, cloud, DevOps, etc. We will try to share all the freebies that are available are being provided by cloud providers such as AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. You can leverage those things also for administration from administration perspective. But for the developers, what ITversity is trying to do is we try to set up a 8-node cluster. Means the cluster will be available by the end of this year, and you can get for regular users, it will be like $55 for 6 months to begin with. But for students, I want to give access until MS is done. So if you are in first semester now, most likely your MS will be done by 2018 December or 2018 between June and December. Until your MS is done, I want to give access to the lab at $75. So it will be like 1.5 year to 2 years. It will cost you $75. If you are already in the third semester, then you will get only for 1 year. But this is I am actually training college going students who are still in first semester or second semester, so that they can spend 4 hours to 5 hours every week to learn these emerging technologies. And from the lab perspective, we will be providing, means if you don't have 16 GB laptop, we will be providing the lab for you at $75 until your MS is done. And I will be conducting this hangout every week in case you run into any issues. And also we will support you. Even though the learning model is self-paced, we will continuously support you through emails, through forums, and also the weekly hangouts. That being said, now let me explain you how to access the lab. For students, you have to send an email. There is no automated way of accessing the lab. You have to send us an email. Already I have a few guys have showed interest. And going forward also, you have to send an email if you need. No, Nitish, it's not $75 per month. It's $75 until your MS is done. If you are in third year, it will be for third semester. It is close to 9 months to 1 year. If you are in first semester or second semester, until your MS is done, until you pass out of your MS, it is $75. Okay. So that it's not per month. Even for regular students, it's regular users who are already employed, it's $55 for 6 months. Okay. That is the early bird price. Afterwards, it might increase a little bit, not aggressively, but we will increase a little bit for those guys. Anyway, for students, it's $75 flat fee until MS is done. And so when you guys try to sign up, once the payments are accepted, first thing you have to sign up using some social networking platform, or you can sign up directly through email and password also. So let's assume that you want to sign up through social networking. So this is the user which I want to sign up. Okay. Once you log in, right now it is giving the credentials because the lab is in preview mode. You can sign up now for free for a couple of weeks and access the lab completely. It's open for everyone. As of now, we are not accepting any payments, so directly it is taking you to the credentials. But once we open for the payments, you will see the payment options for regular users. For students, we will not be opening up payments from here. Rather, what you have to do is you have to send an email that you are interested, or we will circulate a form. Form will look like this. Okay, so this is the URL for the form. It's already there. It's been circulated. If you are interested, you can fill this form. I will paste this as part of the chat in both WebEx session and also in the live chat. Sorry, it didn't copy completely. I don't know why it is not copied completely. Okay, so that is the URL. So you can fill the form, and if you are a student, there is a question about status. If you are a student, we will follow up with you, and you have to respond using your college ID, and also you need to tell when you will be passing out. Okay, and then based on that, we will give you access. So you have to send two details: one, your college email ID, and also second, you have to send when you will be passing out. So whatever the end date is, we will give 1 month extra from the 10 date, and if required, we can reset later also. It's not that it's a hard rule that the access will be stopped over there. For some reason, if your MS got extended for another 3 months or 6 months, whatever it is, we will be glad to extend your access until you are completed with your MS. Okay, so that's how it works. Once we give you access, you will get the lab credentials like this, and then you can click on Open Console. and it will take you to the Big Data Lab. On the left side, you will see the IT-versity courses. On the right side, you will see the lab details. And then you can copy your user ID by clicking on this link and then paste it. And you can also copy password by clicking on this and paste it over here. Okay, and boom, you are into the lab. Now you can actually look the content on the left side, and on the right side, you can actually start working on accessing the lab. If you want to understand how to access the lab and run HDFS commands, Hive queries, etc., if you already have some knowledge about big data, you can actually go to a playlist which is named as Big Data Labs. Here I have give a lot more details about how to sign up and how to access the lab and also run Hive queries, scoop queries, etc. So go through these videos and you will understand that. Okay, and also as part of the lab, you have a lab web. This is a lab website, and this is lab console. So as part of the website, you can go to learn, and here we will be displaying all the courses which are integrated or which are relevant for the lab. Okay, so there is a course called CCA 175, which is nothing but a Cloudera Certified Associate Spark and Hadoop Developer, which is already complete. And if you click on that lab here, on the left side, you will see the course content, and you can actually, okay, I think this is disabled. I have to fix the bug. Ideally, we should be able to resize these two windows, but it is disabled right now. I need to follow up with my cousin who developed this, and we will try to fix the issue as quickly as possible. But you should be able to resize. So you can drag like this and you can see content more. And if you want to access lab, you can drag like this. And wherever you have to connect to the lab, we will provide the credentials as part of the website itself. So we will try to make it as simple as possible for you to practice on the lab without many hiccups. And we will facilitate such a way that you focus on learning rather than searching and getting overwhelmed with the information. So definitely it will give much better user experience once everything is working properly. Okay, so left side you will see the content. We are also working on revamping the website. We will make it much more simpler than what it is. And then if you have any issues, you need not wait until this Monday morning's session or Sunday night US timing session. Instead, you can actually go to another website called discuss.itversity.com. Okay, here you can sign up and you can actually create the topics on whatever issues you are running into. So I have to create categories here. There are few categories already. But if you have to create a topic, choosing the category is very, very important. That way we will be able to focus on issues quickly. We can organize a lot better if you categorize the issues properly when you write these issues. So the way you can categorize is by choosing this one. And here, if it is big data labs related issues, then you can go to the big data related categories. Otherwise, if it is regular big data issues, we will have category and big data, and also there will be few subcategories under big data like Hive, Hadoop, Scoop, etc. You have to choose the appropriate topic and appropriate category, and then you have to rate the issue. The issue can be any technical issue, or if you are not understanding concepts also, you can ask those issues as part of this, and we will try to get back to you in multiple ways. So there are people like Pramod who have been following me for quite some time, want to contribute. So it's not that I will be the only one who will become bottleneck in supporting you. I am trying to create an ecosystem where we can discuss, learn together, not instead of just everyone channeling through me. Okay, So this is about the Big Data Lab. So I just want to make the announcement before getting into the issues. So now, if you have any questions on the lab, we can start with that. Otherwise, we will anyone who have questions can unmute themselves and ask the questions with respect to the big data courses we have on the website and channel. Okay, let me also go to the YouTube live. I think they should be able to see the screen. Okay. I have shared my screen and it is saying Google Hangouts is sharing your screen with hangouts.google.com. So it should work. Let me validate it once again. I have shared my screen and it is saying, okay, so there's some issue with the Google Hangout itself. So I'm sharing back again. But you will be after streaming, you will be able to see the screen without any issues. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again in the Hangout. I don't know why it suddenly stopped sharing the screen. Okay, enter screen. Now you should be able to see the screen. You can watch the video again, and if you have any questions, you can ask the questions as part of the comment section of the video once the streaming is done. So there is a question in the chat. No, you don't need to enter semester information as part of the form. Okay, so from the form we will fetch the emails and we will reach out to you. For all the students whoever have signed up in the form, we will reach out to you probably once in a week. Means we will keep track and we will try to see if any new students are interested on daily basis, and we will send an email to newly added folks, and then they can actually send the necessary information. For signing up, you don't need your college ID. Okay, only for us to validate that you are an active student at the current at this moment, we are taking your college ID, and then we will circle back to you on your both personal ID as well as the college ID, and also you have to provide the semester information as response to that email, and then we will actually give you access after taking the payment. Of course, I will send the invoice also through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal, and then we will give you the access.
Hello.
Yes, who is this?
Pramod, sir.
Yes, Pramod, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, so lately you have been uploading some videos. So what are those videos regarding, sir?
So those videos are primarily on ESXi. ESXi is a VMware technology to create virtual machines. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is we are planning to get into cloud and DevOps also. And for cloud and DevOps, and also for Hadoop administration, also we are planning to create a lab, okay, which will be hosted on OVH. So those videos are primarily for VMware, cloud, etc. And also it is the foundation for exploring Hadoop or any big data technology or DevOps technologies from the administration perspective. It's not relevant for the developers.
Okay. Okay. Sir, also I'm like giving my certification tomorrow. So do you have any tips, last minute tips?
No, as long as you are comfortable with CentOS, I think you should be good to go. I don't think you should face any challenges, and make sure you connect through cabled network. If your internet is not very stable in your area, make sure you connect through cable. But you are in US, so I don't think it will be a problem. And the second thing is yeah, resolution. I heard that resolution is pretty high, and the font size is very small. So you should know the tips about how to increase the font in the browser, etc., so that you can do it as quickly as possible. Means without struggling because of the font size. You should be able to understand how to change the preferences of the terminal. You should be able to be familiar. You should be familiar about how to use editors such as Sublime Text or gedit in Linux to modify the templates which they provide to you. So those are the things which you need to keep in mind. And also you have to memorize the JDBC URL, or you have to go through Scoop user guide to get tip about how to build that JDBC URL. But I will highly recommend you to memorize the JDBC URL.
Yes, sir. So we press hostname -f and we get that hostname.
No, JDBC URL is not that one. You are talking about logging in as a client. I'm talking about JDBC URL which starts with under connect. Yeah, JDBC colon MySQL colon / hostname colon port number / database name.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so you have to be familiar with it, and also it is little bit late for you. I will be actually providing a simulated environment for the certifications also. I will demonstrate to you right now. I cannot give you access by tomorrow because in case if you run into any issues, it will unnecessarily cause confusion. But for future people, for future exam takers, we will be providing limited access through a remote desktop to the cluster, so that they can understand, they can feel the environment when they go for the certification. Okay, so it will look like this. Let me demonstrate you. Okay, let me use VNC Viewer. They will not be using VNC Viewer. They will be using some other tool.
Okay.
So when you do the remote desktop to the gateway node, it will look like this. So it will look like this, but the resolution will be pretty high and the font size will be smaller. Okay, and then the browser will have all the bookmarks necessary for the certification. So you the questions and everything will be there as part of the bookmarks in the browser itself. That's what I heard from the exam takers. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, your voice is fading out, so just respond a little bit louder. And also my headset got screwed up because my younger one sucked up the headset, and they got wet and I cannot hear very clearly. I have to buy a new headset. Anyway, so here you should know how to access the terminal. Probably they will have everything on the desktop itself. If it is not available in the desktop, you can go to applications and you can go to the terminal and you can open the terminal. So here you should know how to increase the size.
Okay.
If the font size is not good enough, you should know how to increase the size. Otherwise, you will struggle with the terminal. Okay, so you can go to the preferences. Always, it will be under preferences only. Let me see. I think it should be under profile preferences. Yeah, profile preferences. Yeah, custom font. And then you can actually increase the font if you want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that will help you a little bit. And also when it comes to browser, if the resolution is very small, I think it's command plus to zoom in. So these tips will help you a little bit. And also they provide access to Sublime Text and all. So once the lab is announced, we at an additional cost, we will be providing a simulated environment for the certifications also. For 1 week, it will be like $10, where they can do the remote desktop before going to the certification and try to acclimate to the environment and expect how the environment will be. And then if there are any issues, we will be helping them so that people are comfortable to take the certification. But it will not be ready by tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Sir, so basically it is a virtual machine we'll be logging into.
No, we are not sure
It's a
whether it is a
computer
virtual machine or not. It's a remote server, and in
remote
this
server.
remote server, it's a gateway node to which they will be giving the remote desktop access. And now
Okay,
I
okay,
can run Hadoop ss-ls command from here.
okay,
Okay, I can run Ambari. In your case, they will not give access to Ambari. They might give access to Cloudera Manager. I'm not 100% sure.
yes, sir. Sir, so and as a last question, sir. So
Yeah.
we have to run some scripts, like for how do we run our Python scripts and how do we run
That they will
our
give the instructions about how to do that. It might change. So as of now, what they're saying is they will give a shell script and it will have the submit command in that. So you don't need to worry about how to build the Spark submit command. Everything will be pre-built. The shell script will be invoking a Python script. The shell script will be invoking a Spark submit command, which will in turn invoke a Python or Scala script. And that one already they will give skeleton for that Python or Scala script, and you have to just fill in the necessary lines of code as part of the program. And then you have to run the shell script, which will submit the script, which will execute your script.
Okay, okay,
Okay, and it might change. Don't take it for granted, and they might change.
Yes,
in so you just follow the instructions at the time of the certification.
yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
any other question? Today I would like to wrap up a little bit quicker because I thought it is 6. I did not realize that the time zone have changed. That's why I started at 6, and then I have changed after realizing the time zone have changed. If you guys don't have any questions, that's it for now. We will catch up again next week. As I have mentioned to you earlier, you can actually follow. You can you can sign up for the lab for preview, and you can start using the lab. And if there are any issues, go to the discuss.itversity.com and raise the issues. And if you want to get the detailed instructions about signing up the lab and using the lab, go to this playlist, Big Data Labs playlist. You can search for ITversity Big Data Labs, and it will give you the playlist. Okay. Yeah, you can check the videos here, and then you can sign up and you can start practicing. Sorry that I could not take many questions for today. One question in Hangout is, okay, I don't know why it dropped you for mic. Probably it could be the internet issue on your side. Sham have asked a question, how about Indian students? This is applicable to Indian students also. It's the same thing. The way I have explained to US students is the same thing. You can actually send your email ID. Probably you will not have your college email ID. You just give your email ID, and we will see how to validate that you are a college-going student. And based on that, we will take the necessary action. Otherwise, everything rest of the stuff is same. Okay, and whoever joined the YouTube live session, if you are interested in joining the live session, you can actually fill this form. Let me send the form. And it will help you. Means once you start learning, if you run into any issues, if you want me to troubleshoot the issues and all, it will be better for you to be part of the WebEx session rather than staying in YouTube live. Okay, this is the URL which you can use. fill the form, and I will add you guys to the WebEx invitation, so that you will get the reminder every week. Okay. And if you like this idea, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback once the video is streamed, please use the comment section of the video, and also please help me in reaching out to more people, so that my unified platform of training will reach out to a lot more people. So the next live session will be on Monday morning, 7 a.m. So every Monday morning we will have this session. And if you send me, if you fill this form, I will add you to the WebEx invitation, and you can join the WebEx invitation. Okay. That being said, thank you very much. Bye.